Okay. Oh. Okay. He's just gonna do that. Hey guys, how are you today? Welcome back to another video with Natalie Marie, and I'm with my dog. Stan, do you want to say hi? Today we're doing a Q&A and I did say to you guys on my Instagram that I am featuring, oh god, he's gonna want pats all the day. I am featuring with Stan. I don't know if this was a good idea or a bad idea, but we're just going with it. Aren't we, my little baby boy? Okay. Thank you, by the way, for whoever gave me questions. I really appreciate it. It meant a lot. I literally prepared this out of my ass because, like, I had no idea who would actually, you know, participate. There we go. We can see Stan a little bit more. Okay. Andre Ruzikov, I'm thinking the J is silent. He goes, where are you from? So I'm from Melbourne, Australia. It's a lovely country. If you have never been, you should come. I know. I have lived overseas and I did enjoy it, but nothing is like my home, that's for sure. And if you were wondering where I'm from nationality-wise, I'm half Italian, half Lebanese. And if I did one of those DNA tests, I probably would find a lot more in that, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot more going on in my history. If you want me to do a DNA test, like one of those ones that all those YouTubers do, let me know and I'll totally be down for it. Michael DeVillio, been around for a while, so thank you for sticking around. I do appreciate all your comments and our chats. Cool. I'm so awkward. Aren't I awkward, Stan? Did you get that? This guy's my best friend, I swear, he's my best friend. I love him so much. Okay, Michael, let's get back to your question. Can we get some advice for the reality of being an actor, what it's truly like to be one? Now, I don't want to scare you guys, but don't mind him. Okay, so what is it like to be an actor? It's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually very hard. Can you see I'm doing a video, Stan? Can you see I'm doing a video? Okay, so some... Not right now, mate. Being an actor is actually really hard. This is what I say. If no one wants to be, like, if it's not your passion and you don't see yourself persevering with it, don't even try, because it is that hard. Okay, I'll explain it in a different way. To be an actor, you need the flexibility to be able to drop everything at the... You need the flexibility to drop everything right there and then, especially if you get a call from an agent, or you get an audition, or you have a call back. I remember there was one time, literally, where I went to an audition, didn't think I got it, and then I got a call, and he's like, we need your callback video, like, ASAP. And, like, if I was doing something, sorry, baby. If I was doing something, I would have to have been like, okay, cool, no worries. I asked for my feedback to see what I had to work on. And then during the callback, that's what I did. I had to drop everything and said to my friend who I was with, I was like, sorry, I have to do this. Can you read for me while you're here? So yeah, Stephen, if you're watching this, which you're not, but thanks for always being my reader and being there for me and supporting me. Love it. Why else is it hard? Well, the whole flexibility thing means you can't really have a job, like a 9-to-5 stable career job. You can't have that because you're stuck in an office. Then if you need to get like leave to go to an audition, you need to take an annual leave day or a sick leave day, and a lot of people aren't comfortable with that, so you have to either be a temp. So I have a couple of agencies that I'm a part of for recruitment, and they're temp agencies. So for instance, they might call me that day and be like, are you available for this job? And if you are, then yeah, go to it. If not, then well, it's okay to say no. Like, that's what's so good about it. It's the flexibility. You just have to be very flexible. Acting is also hard because you don't, like, with the fact that you don't have a stable job is that you don't have a stable income. And that's what I found really hard. You guys know that I have stopped the 9 to 5. I am working for myself, and I don't know whether to share it here or not, because I was going to do a whole different, like, kind of what's going on in my life thing. But basically, when you're working for yourself or you're contracting, like, even that could be casual depending on the contract that you've signed. So you could be laid off no matter when. And the laying off is not like because you were bad, it's just because they don't need you anymore. You're just contracted for a certain amount of time, so you could just be contracted for a month, so you have like money for a month coming in, and then after that you have nothing. So I found that really hard, because with acting you also need money to do your headshots, to pay for your subscriptions, for classes. So at the moment I'm not in any acting classes or dance classes. I am in singing classes, and that's only purely because I don't have the finances at the moment to do so. Next year I have budgeted in the fact that I will be doing classes, so I'm hoping that the money kind of picks up. I'll say it's really hard because of the amount of rejection you get, and yeah, but I'm kind of used to it. I remember my very first audition in school was for Grease the musical, and I got rejected for it. And that kind of set up the ball game for me. So I'm like, well, I think if I did get that one, and the next time I got rejected, it would have been like, why? I already got into one, why didn't I get this one, kind of thing. But you were just not right for the role. Like, you know, I don't know. I think you need a personality that you have you're hardcore, you got, you know, you're tough skin, but also I don't take anything personally. And I think what's helped me with the whole rejection side of things is that I was behind the camera before I was in front of it. So I used to be a first assistant director, a production manager for feature films and short films, and I used to do some casting. And I've also, in the admin side of things, I have done recruiting. So I know that when there's a certain role or a certain job, that there's a certain person or personality or skill that we need for that certain job. So it's not the person themselves that's bad. It's never the person. It's literally just business. And I think that's one of the hard parts for a lot of people to like get a grasp of, that it's business, that it's not because you're not talented, it's just, you know, better luck next time, honey. Do your best, keep honing your skills so that you are up to par, and just go in there with confidence. But that's the reality of it. But the other side of acting, like when you do get that role, when you do book that role and you are, you know, you do go into that theatre, and that smell of the theatre, oh my gosh, that theatre smell is like home to me. I would say I just feel instantly comfortable. I love acting with other people. So many talented people I've acted with this year, and I'm so appreciative of all the opportunities that I have received this year in terms of acting. And also just when you're on a film set and seeing everyone do their job, because there's so many people just running around with their one focus that they have to do that day. It's so cool. Like, I would not trade it for the world. I love acting so much, and I can't see myself doing anything else. So I understand that it's unstable, especially at the moment, but I'm working towards something where I can get some stability in my life, like take control of my life instead of getting down and, you know, drowning in the fact that, oh, I'm a starving actor. Like, no. I remember there was this one, I'm sorry, this is going to be a long video, but Michael, you did ask. One of my teachers at AMDA, the American Musical and Dramatic Academy, that I was in a year ago, he basically said there's no such thing as a starving actor. starving actors are starving because they are starving, like because they've made themselves that way. There are so many jobs that we can do from our computer that there's no excuse. So many businesses you can do, that you can run, that you can be flexible with. So yeah, kind of gonna do that. But there's more info coming on that later. I'm gonna like announce and everything, especially if no one watches this video about it. Sorry about the sun. People say, oh, love to see that you're pushing for your dreams. You're literally pushing. You are always pushing, and if you stop pushing, then you're back there. What's your favorite color? Good question. I really love this color. It's like a crimson or a wine red. But then again, this is discolored. I really like this color, the aquamarine bluey color. I don't really have a favorite color. It's just my mood. People look at me and they think burgundy. People look at me and they think purple. You know, like it just really depends on how I'm feeling and what color I like that day. So, hi Auntie Claudia. She asked, what's your most challenging part you have played and how did you overcome it? There is a lot of challenging parts that, oh baby, they're all challenging in a certain type of way. I know this part that's coming up is going to be mentally challenging. So I've just been cast in a short film and basically the woman that I'm playing, like she's not right. She has gone psychotic. And to get to that point is kind of like Arthur, obviously they were normal and there was something not normal. Obviously they were, right in the mind, but now something has switched them and life has switched them to make them this person. Pretty much we said like she's like out of this world kind of thing. That's probably going to be really challenging. I haven't had something that mentally draining in quite a while. The last time I've had something like that is when I played a character, basically like a 5-year-old stuck in a 22-year-old body. She had Asperger's, I'm pretty sure. And to physically and mentally get into that character, that was hard. It's just to overcome it, you just trust yourself, trust your director. And I researched the shit out of it because I didn't want to look like I was mocking someone with Asperger's. I didn't want to, yes, baby boy. I didn't want to mock them at all. So it was like a fine line. I just really, it was so hard because I was so scared of what people were going to think of me playing someone like that. And it's always hard when you're playing someone with a disability because you want to portray them as justifiably as possible. Like you just want to do right by them. And accents are always hard, but that's just, for me, I use IPA. So IPA is the International Phonetic Alphabet, and it's basically like the alphabet of sounds, and I use that to help me like write out my script in sounds so that I can get the accent down pat. I don't know if that makes any sense. If you want to learn more about IPA, let me know because pretty much pro at it. Quite like it. Laura Craven, have you got any auditions coming up? I actually haven't. I am away for this entire week. I had a couple of auditions last week, but I haven't got any auditions at the moment. Usually they happen quite quickly, so I would apply and then I'd get the audition. But I can't really apply for anything during this week, so hopefully whatever I applied for, which is after this week, I get something. Who knows? It might be winding down because of Christmas and people are going on holidays and everything. But yeah. Oh wow. He really ruined. Like you should. I'll show you later. These are all from one person. They call his name on Instagram Scuba Steven, but his name's Steven. And we're like pen pals pretty much, I reckon. He lives in America, I live here. And I do appreciate your friendship, your online friendship. Okay, he's like, do you want a big family? I live with a brother, and I reckon I will have 2 or 3 children. I don't think I can handle any more than that. I love children, but my focus, it's hard. This is why I only have 1 dog. If I had 2 dogs, it's very hard to focus on both of them and give them both as much love. It's like when I have friends over, I don't know, I'm not very good at dividing my focus, and that's just me. But I would love 2 children, and if a 3rd one comes along, well, I'm not gonna oppose it, am I? But yeah, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Do you plan on staying in Australia? For now, yes. Like in the foreseeable future, yes. Do I plan on traveling? Yes. But do I plan on traveling for work? Yes. But I will most likely always be based in Australia. That's just the plan for now. Who knows? Maybe in a few years' time I might think about America again, but I don't know. My family's here. I still get opportunities here, and my agents do submit me for American work, so I don't mind traveling for the work, but as in being based, who knows? Who knows? At the moment, in the next year, I will be here. What's your favorite books or music? Well, I can't really, Actually, one of my favorite books is One Day by David Nichols. A book called Someday, Someday Maybe, and it's about an actress, you know, trying to make it kind of thing, and I really like that. I do love reading fiction. I do love reading thrillers. I love reading thrillers, but you know, sometimes I don't care for them and I just want something so, you know, chill and, you know, just a fluffy romantic. But other books, I love are they called self-help books if you're not really, I guess they are. You're helping yourself gain skills. Love them. At the moment, I'm reading a memoir, or I'm pretty sure it's a memoir, about a YouTuber, but I have a couple about women in business, and I'm really stoked to get reading on those. My friend Vanessa, pretty sure she got that for me, and for Christmas, and I still haven't read it, but it's coming to that time where I actually need to read it. Wink, wink. I don't know. I think by the end of this Q&A, if you've watched it, you'll understand what I'm going to be doing next with my life. Music. Oof. I love good old jazz. I love blues. I'm very eclectic with my music. Sometimes I'm listening to classic rock or rock and roll, or sometimes I'm listening to 90s music. Sometimes I'm listening to the Backstreet Boys. Sometimes I'm listening to Gabrielle Aplin and Adele. It really just depends on the mood or what mood I want to be in. What's your favorite thing about yourself? My favorite thing about myself is how perseverant I am. I do not stop, and how it's not positive, but just, and not hopeful. It's just like, I know I can get it if I work hard enough. Like if I keep going. I like my work ethic, and I pride myself on that, and I think that's my favorite thing about myself, how, you know, I'm proactive, I work for myself, and I make it work. I make things work. My least favorite thing about myself. My least favorite thing would have to be, it's out of 2. I would say it's how much people's opinion means to me, which I don't like. Like, I wish that I could talk to someone, and then if they don't text back or whatever, who cares, stiff shit, you know, more people out there. But no, I'm just like, why don't, you know, like, why? My inability to be able to express myself concisely, coherently, and with great coordination. That was a pretty good sentence, but a lot of times, especially when I'm sitting in a group setting and we're all talking about something, and I might not have the best knowledge on it, and even if I do, and I want to put my 2 cents in, I don't know, I always just feel dumb. Just how I'm talking, like, just, it's not great grammar. And you guys know what? You can see it in my videos. Oh my God, the amount of edits I do, it's ridiculous. I think I'm going to end it there. There are a few more questions, but I'm pretty sure I want to do like a good Q&A like at the beginning of next year, just to get to know me, and because I haven't done that, and I have gotten a few more subscribers since, I don't know, when I started. So yeah, just to get on the same level. Hey Stan, do you want to say bye? No, he's just chewing on his toy. But yeah, so I hope you had a lovely day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for all the questions. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to comment back. And if you have any more questions, let me know, because I will definitely do another Q&A in the future. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. Stan, did you have a good time? Yo, Stan. Stan. Stanley, did you have a good time? Did you have a good day? Was it a good video? Yes? No, that's a high five. High five. Stan, shake. Good boy. Look at the mess he made though, which I have to clean up. Say bye.